Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Roddy. Today I'm going to show you how to replace your front shocks along with your front pads and rotors. The reason why I'm doing these repairs is because it's needed. The car does one of these where you drive and go over a bump, it goes like, you know, it just dance a little bit. It doesn't just go up and down, it just do like this. Also, when I press the brakes, the rotors would actually shudder. So when you press the brakes, the pads lock the rotors, and then you go, and that's not really good. That is telling me that my rotors have warped or have hot spots in them. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, this is the route I took to actually get this service done and making sure I have all the right parts. So hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the strut. So basically 22, 22, and then 222s on both sides. Then you have a, what is this? This is a 17, and then you got some 12s that's holding the brake hoses and lines. And then come up here, and you gotta remove those as well. Alright, and also this should be a 14. So go ahead and remove the 4 bolts on top, and I'm gonna remove the bolts 22, 22, 17, and 12s on the side. All right, I'm able to get this bolt here because I have a swivel ratchet. Get up underneath there, and get it to go like that. So this way, I don't have to remove the whole top portion. So swivel, you can see, and so I'm able to get that bolt right there. All right, I have the new strut, and what I'm going to do is take the spring off this one and put on this one. This, how you can tell the difference is that this here is dipped in and here is dipped in, and that's how you know which one it is. And because it doesn't tell you what side this one is, yeah, there's some marking on it to tell you what side it is. So I'm going to go ahead, replace this, and get this done. Okay, so how I'm gonna get this done is I'm gonna use this dots, you call it. This is from Harbor Freight as well. I have never used this tool before, but we are going to use it today. I had this sitting in my garage for many moons and many months. And the reason why I had it sitting in the garage because I was supposed to do a job for someone, and when I called them, let them know ready to do the job, they said that they wouldn't get the job done anymore, and they're selling the car. So now I bought this tool, and I was left with it. But now I'm going to use it because I need it. I'm always changing the springs on my cars. I'm always modifying them. So it's good to have tools. So this way do the job. From the last video I made, I've been falling for a while. I almost took my finger off. Wasn't fun at all. I found this one. It looks more easier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little lube on that to prevent any type of binding. Right. Everything is locked in. Alright. One. It worked out. Now you're probably wondering, why am I doing this? Why didn't I just buy a strut? The reason why I'm doing this is because I need a strut and a strut mount. And to get the proper strut mount with the right strut, to actually buy the full assembly together and then go ahead and just replace the springs with my alluring springs that I already have. This way it's more easier, you know, it takes the guessing game out of it. It was like $160 for both struts versus buying the struts separately is gonna be $80 a piece, and then buying the mounts is gonna be like $30 a piece. And to make sure you get the right nut for it, it just makes more sense to just go ahead and just buy the whole assembly and then replace the springs. Yeah, I think it's still usable. Let's take this out. See that? Let's those out. That is shock. This is a bad shock. The shock's not supposed to be doing that at all. Yeah. That's a good shock. A good shock. This is how a good shock is supposed to operate. Right. Just come back up by itself. Let me see. Try that again. Go all the way down. And then comes up by itself. That's a good shock. Alright. So yeah, it was cheaper for me to get the whole thing versus buying it piece by piece. You know, I'll use it for something else later down the road. I don't know what, but if I'm not gonna use it in next month, it's gone. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and assemble everything, put it back all together, and have a proper shock and a new strut tower. In this process, you have to make sure that the strut and the spring is seating properly, and then you'll be good to go. So, new shocks, all set. Let's put this in. All you're doing here is reversing what you did to remove it, and you should be good to go. Now, I was going to just do just the shocks. I decided that, you know what, I'm gonna do the brakes in the same process. I'm not coming back here twice. Replace it while I have the wheel off and get those two services done at the same time. So right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove those two bolts that connected the caliper to the bracket. I think everybody knows how to do brakes. That. Now I have removed the two bolts that hold in the caliper, and then the bracket's gonna be next. Some bad brakes right there. And now you can tell the difference with a bad pad and a good pad. Let's get rid of that. See right here and here, hot spots, and you can see there's a difference in how this part of the disc is black, and then the outside of the disc and inside of the disc is more of a lighter gray. So, but the fact that you have one hot spot here and one hot spot there, like I don't know if you can notice it on camera, but when you brake, it's gonna be like That's because the pad is sliding, then grab, or grabbing and sliding on the hot spots. And that's why you have that chatter anytime you brake. And you could see it even more on this side. It's right there. And yeah. So when you brake, you go because it's hitting the hot spot and sliding off of it, hitting the hot spot, sliding off of it. Alright, so right here, I'm just brushing down any high spots of rust, so this way the rotor could sit flat perfectly on the hub. We got some big brakes on that thing now. If you're wondering what size spacer this is a 1-inch spacer. Brings out the wheel base a little bit wider on the car, and it handles way much more better. Now, whenever time you replace the brakes, you have to replace these clips, these hardware, because that's what the pad slides on. And with the brake kit, it comes with a new set, so always replace these whenever time you get new ones. Alright, so if you notice this hardware here, it's like an indicator. Whenever time the pads get low, it would actually rub against the rotor and give you this loud squeal to let you know that the pads are really low. It's very important that you put this on, because once the pads go low, it will like rub against the rotor and you'll know that the pads are low, and it'll give this like really loud sound. So if you have a really loud sound, your pads are bad. The pin part right here goes in the back, so you push it forward, in, go forward in, and then back down. Make sure it's flush, it's flat. See how it hugs it and how flat it is. It's good, it's good, it's flat. And same thing with this side. Just push it in there. So each one of these clips goes in a specific way, so you gotta make sure that they're in the right position, because if not, they would not work properly. This one. Nice and flat. So you see I have the locks on the back end, back end, back end, back end. Clips are facing outward, outward, outward. So you're good. Check your slides. Make sure your slides are moving back and forth nicely. That's good. This one's a little tight, but does it go back and forth? Yes, it does. Make sure it goes back and forth nice and easy. No problem. Good. For the pads, you got 4 of them. Right? Put on the pads. All the pads are the same. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put it like so. Yeah. Right. And this is going to be on my bottom. Right. What it does is, because I'm going forward, when the wheel is rotating forward, it creates like a cushion in a sense. Feel me? So it goes on the bottom, and it creates like a spring tension or a cushion. Top. Oh. Slide it. Cool. Old pad. So you're probably wondering, like, what the heck? Yes, I'm using the channel lock pliers to put the piston back into the caliper. Listen, it's faster and it's more way easier because for me to go in my toolbox and get the tool to take it out and, you know, set it up together and do this, I'm like, you know what? Where's the channel lock? And that's what I did. Job done. And that's flat. There we go. And then bring it over. Slide it on. And you're good to go. Just squeeze it back in. Now I'm working on the passenger side because I just did the driver's side, and basically it's just doing the same exact thing just on the passenger side. So right here I'm using a bungee cord to hold up the suspension so that when I remove the strut it doesn't like fall down and pull the axle out. I know I didn't show it on the first one, that's because again I lost some of the footage, so I'm basically trying to piece it all together and keep it going. So yeah, so use a bungee cord so this way it doesn't like drop out and like pull the axle out of its boot and then damage the axle. So this is to prevent the axle from damaging. Okay. How good is the strut? Dead. This strut is dead. Here, it's supposed to go down like so. Come back up. Right. Go down. Come back up. To say it's a good tool for the job, yes. I approve of this one. Finally, I will Harbor Freight, but I'll also put a link in the description if I find one. Alright? First. You know ones are 15s. I was using my old phone to record some of the footage, and when I went to go upload the videos and the footage, the battery died, and then when I go to plug the phone in, it won't come back on. Other service that I did, it sucks. Alright, but so what I did was basically gather all the information I could have on this phone and then basically put them all together to make this video. Please like and subscribe and leave those comments in the bottom so this way I could actually message you back. I hope that I've been doing a good of a job with that because I've been messaging back and responding to some of the messages. There's some messages that I've seen and it was just like a little bit like I don't have the information for that anymore. So I apologize for that. And yeah, just feel free to contact me. Everything I got for this car, I got it from eBay. At some point I might end up doing an affiliate link with them. So this way I could actually drop the link inside. I just got to figure out that process. But as of now, I'm gonna put some links from Amazon and these are the best ones I have. So I hope this video helped you. I hope this, now you could have a better driving car. It's gonna be just doing the brakes and the front shocks, how I did it, literally eliminated a lot of issues that I had in the front end. So right now the car is driving smoothly, and I'm actually in the process of rewrapping it. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.